Hi, I'm Amy Twidell, and this is my video tutorial assignment for Module 2. Um, so the unit this is for is my unit on print and digital graphics production. The purpose of this unit is to introduce students to a variety of technological tools for communication and expression. Now, the culminating activity for the unit is done in groups by students, but part of the unit task is for students to self-assess themselves and their ability to work in a group. So I've asked students to make a blog post weekly of self-reflections demonstrating how effectively they're working with group members on the unit activity culminating. I'm a big believer in self-reflection, self-assessment. I think it helps learners or students achieve their learning goals, reset goals, adjust goals, and develop strategies, for improvement. So I'd like to give them this opportunity. So I've asked them to create a blog, part A of the blog or part 1 of the blog entry, which is done weekly. They're completing a personal self-reflection of how they feel they're meeting their own learning goals while working on the CPT. So they're evaluating goal achievement and identifying strategies to improve. And part B is they need to identify what they're doing well and how they can improve their contributions to the group. And they're doing this in, again, a blog format on a weekly basis, and we're using Weebly. So the video tutorial will demonstrate how to create a website or blog on Weebly, and we'll go through just a very basic setup, how they log in and some of the basic functions, so that they can then set their own blogs up and on a weekly basis self-reflect as part of the culminating assessment process for the unit. Okay, so we will get started. So we're just going to click and we'll log in to Weebly.com. And this is a free platform here we're using. So students will need to sign up. They will select sign up, and this is in the top right corner here on the screen. They can sign in with their school accounts. I am logging in because I already have a Weebly account. Some students might already have Weebly or have used Weebly for other classes. In my experience, many teachers do use it for blogging, which I think is excellent. Okay, so there are a few steps, right, in the process. 1, you're designing your website. 2, you're selecting a domain, and then you are publishing your website. I've set the basics up myself. I just kind of got started, but it is important for students. You're going to start editing, okay, and then we want to look at picking out a theme, okay, for your blog. You can change the theme. There are a variety of different templates that you could use, okay? But you want to make sure when you log in, you are clicking on blog, okay? And you're picking a theme that you think you can work within, and that is appealing to you. Okay, so there's lots of choices, and you can switch it up once you've begun your blog here. So we'll just again, there's also like business, there's a portfolio option, personal, event, but you must pick blog because that's what you're required to do. Okay, So I had used, and I'll stick with this one, this fitness handled theme. Okay, so I will say choose theme. Okay, and I've already done like a little bit of editing and work in here. So as you see here on the left hand side, okay, of your screen, there's different options for building your blog and your page here. So you build here. You can add pages. Okay. There are again, the themes, fonts, theme options you can work with. Some apps, which I haven't looked into these, but I'm going to assume you'll have to pay for them. So you're not required to use the apps. And also settings. So here in your settings, you want to make sure, you've got your site address, the title, the category again, right? And we are blog, okay? And so on. So let's go back to build. All right, so I had, put my name across the top here, and we know we can click here to edit. If you want to add text, you can just drag it over and drop it, okay? And I just put in already, this is where you will, type your content, okay? You can also add images, right? So you can drop images in. You can upload images, right? I would suggest, though, when you're making your blog and you're designing your blog, that you keep everything very professional. You keep it, you stick to a theme, right? So keep the same theme. You be consistent with your fonts, without taking away from your creativity, but you want it to look professional. And you've been given the context of what you're blogging about. So you have a purpose for your blog already. If you wanted to become a blogger, you could learn the skills to become a blogger and how to get traction and viewers, etc. But our goal here, right, we've given you kind of direction, or I have, on what the purpose is. And the purpose is, to post some personal self-reflections on your own learning within a group, on your culminating activity for our print and digital graphics unit. And also, you are posting reflection, evaluating, what you're doing well and how you can improve your contributions to your group, okay? And be a better contributor, a better listener, perhaps, be better at problem solving with your group, or taking on a leadership role. All right, so this is the purpose of the blog. All right, so again, if you want pages, there's a contact page. We've got a blog page here. All right, and you can it's the same tools you're using to build each page. Okay, so that's the basics. Thank you very much for watching my video tutorial. And most importantly here, what we want to do as we finish up is publish, okay? So you click on publish, right side of your screen here, okay? And it says website published. All right, great. Okay, and now we can log off, right? And I would always recommend signing out, okay, for security purposes. And that is the end of my video tutorial. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to ask. Also, I'm really looking forward to receiving some feedback so that I can improve this task. Thank you.